I can't stay the same person that I am right now and expect to achieve what I want to achieve and feel the things that I want to feel and acquire the things that I want to acquire. It is May 3rd, 2019. I am in a rare location, which is my backyard. It's fucking tiny as shit. Look at all the, it's like, I can fucking reach the fence. Anyways, I don't really spend too much time out here, and if you're on audio, it's fucking small. But anyways, I'm just chilling out here. Got my matcha tea and about to get lit on caffeine. It's gonna be a good time. But the reason I wanted to make this episode is something interesting happened last night. So for one, in case I didn't explain this in another video, I have our first client from Moxey Energetics, which is exciting, and notable thing that occurred this week, which is implementation of scoreboards. Scoreboards just motivate the shit out of me. Every time I gamify something, it just really works. And I've been gamifying Moxey Energetics and content this week, and it's really helping with motivation. I'll probably make another separate episode on that, but just thought I'd throw that in there. But yeah, the first client, it is not real estate, surprisingly. It is working on a deal, and I'm not going to give too much specifics, but there was logically it should occur, and there's definitely some energetic blocks there that we're gonna do some energy work on, and then if it occurs within a certain timeline, then we get compensated. If it doesn't, we waive our fee completely. So I'm really excited to be working with actually one of my co-founders from D-Fluff, Levi. I'll be working with him on that deal, and I'm excited about that. And but the whole reason I wanted to make this video is, well, by the way, just first off, it's just fucking cool to have a first client, and I'm glad that I was the one to make that happen. But it leads me into my main point, which is last night I was having a discussion with Mom, and I was trying to get her competitive because we love to compete between each other, and we're very competitive. And she often reminds me of when I was a kid. She would like throw me into a wall when we were playing mini sticks and like body checking when we were playing soccer. She's just she wants to win. It's a fun energy, and don't call fucking child services. It's fine. Anyways, but yeah, so she has this competitive nature about her. I have my competitive nature about myself as well. So when we get into competition, we get really fucking intense. And with this, I was trying to rev her up, if you will, and try to use that competitive energy to go and get more clients, because we need to do a better job of getting more clients. And there's just something that's off with, like, she's not feeling it. Like, just something isn't aligned right now. I don't know what exactly it is. She doesn't know either, and that's okay. It's not always going to be 100% lined up with stuff like that, and I respect that aspect of things. And but this led into another conversation, which was, she was telling me, like, we're supposed to be partners, okay? But the way she was telling me it, she's like, this is your baby, like, this is yours. Like, it started out as us, but I think it's gonna have to be you, Josh, that leads the charge. And it's funny because I said it in like Reflections 24 or something like that it was probably going to have to be me, or not 24th. I said in probably Reflections around somewhere around 34, that it was probably going to have to be me to lead the charge. Like, typically in any area of life, I think I have to be the one to move forward and not wait for anyone else. I have to be the one to lead. I have to be the one to be that driving force. And when you are that driving force, it like inspires other people to act with you. And I'm very okay with that. Like, the masculine energy, the aggression at times. There's a bunch of different things that I think are really good that I have that can be very helpful with leading. I'm not fucking perfect. I'm probably going to be a very mediocre manager. But leading, I think, is something that I can do well through example. Managing scares the living fuck out of me, but leading, I'm okay with. But anyways, it was just so different to think about leading the charge for real. Because like before, it was like a fit where I was thinking about it as such a team effort. It still will be a massive team effort, but I was thinking about us both being at the front, both being the face. So it was just like a different way of thinking about things now. And there's like a possibility she's just gonna like stay in the background and work on other things. And she was saying like, I want this to be your baby. I want this to work for you, and then I want to walk away. I want to help support the way I can now, and then I want to go do my own thing or whatever, like, and whatever that might be. She doesn't know, I don't know, but just like, that was so interesting. And this originally started as a temporary thing, just to focus on real estate and get the ball rolling with that. And then we were going to go do separate projects, but it's just interesting how fast it all came about. And the main reason I'm again doing this video is to just talk about like how different it is to start thinking of myself as the, I don't know if you want to call it CEO, the one leading the charge. It's just different. It takes a different way of looking at things, a different way of approaching, a different mindset, a lot of different things. And this totally caught me off guard last night, in a good way though, but just like immediately I have to go back to CEO mindset, if you will. I spent a lot of time developing CEO mindset in DFluff, and I mean, I didn't do well in DFluff, but at the same time, I still developed it, and it grew me a ton, and it forced me to expand my comfort zone and the way I look at myself and all this jazz. But yeah, so overall, this is nerve-wracking. This is gonna take a different type of energy that I've deployed in the past, and equally, it's like liberating in the sense that, I'm not gonna lie, there was part of me that was like resistant to the idea of quote unquote being under mom, and like this whole, aren't you just like going, like the idea of a family business and me still being under my parents' wing type of thing. Because, well, it's really just an ego thing is what it is, and wanting to just do my own thing type of thing. But I'm just really grateful for mom's support throughout this, and the fact that she said that last night meant a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. And she really wants me to succeed. She really wants me to grow. That was another main part of it. She just wants me to, like, she's like, I can do all these things, but like maybe that's it. Maybe it's her not quote unquote resistance, but just like the reason that she is resistant to acting right now on things she probably knows she should, but isn't lined up to do so. Maybe it's because it's trying to force, like, it's almost like the universe trying to be like, yo, let Josh do it and let Josh grow. Because, like what I was trying to say before is, mom is capable of doing sales, but I have never done sales before, and something like that, for example. And it's fucking scary, man. Sales is nerve-wracking. I have much to grow in this aspect, much to grow. And it's going to really expand my comfort zone, improve my confidence around my influence and ability to sell and persuade and all that jazz. And I am definitely coming at it from a really fucking good place. So I'm glad for that. And shout out to people like Andy, especially Andy Priscilla, who's really instilled some important values around sales, especially help people get results and to not sell people things that they don't need or they don't want. Yeah, it's ultimately just fucking solve the problem. And if you can't solve their problem, throw them a different way, in a different direction. Could be a competitor's product, could be just completely turning them away and not letting them buy what you offer, all that type of jazz. It just shows, it shows a moral compass on such a fucking deep level that many people do not understand. It completely goes over their heads. But I feel like the best salespeople in the world, by my definition at least, follow that principle. Anyways, there's a very interesting road ahead with Moxey Energetics, and it's fun to make these little kind of almost like just what's on my mind type of videos, because there wasn't really technically any lessons here other than I have to grow in order to become the person that achieves XYZ results that I'm looking for. I can't stay the same person that I am right now and expect to achieve what I want to achieve and feel the things that I want to feel and acquire the things that I want to acquire and all that jazz. I have to evolve at another level, and it's a never-ending evolution. It's another never-ending road of expansion. And that's like a word, that's what I'm really appreciating today, the word expansion, because I don't know, there's something just off with the way I'm thinking about life right now. It just all seems pretty pointless at times. But what gets me excited is helping people and helping people expand and expanding myself as well. Because at the end of the day, it can all just go to zero and we can be dust so damn fast. So what I know we can take with us is expansion. Anyways, this has gotten very deep very fast. But the whole point is, I'm excited for Moxey Energetics. I'm going to be growing a lot. I am going to, but now that the fact that I'm going to be like 100% the face is nerve-wracking, but it's going to force me to evolve in a different type of way, and I'm excited for that. And yeah, it's just a much different energy now, because I can't point any fingers. It's just me. It's obviously mom is with me 1000%, and she is still my equal partner in Moxey Energetics, but I have to be the one now. It's up to me. It is truly up to me. And I will continue to trial and error my way to success. I will fuck up. I will succeed. It's just an ongoing journey, and I enjoy the process of those trials and errors. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be challenging, but it's going to be worth it ultimately. Because I know we're doing some really fucking right things and some really good things, and we're gonna really help people who are ready to be helped. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this episode. If you liked it enough, please share it with a friend. If you thought it was worth it, please engage with it somehow, whether that's a like, a comment, a subscribe, a follow, a share, a rating on iTunes, whatever that thing is on your medium that you're watching it or listening to it on. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and listening. As always, my name is Josh Moxey, and I will catch you later.